Today on Bitten Apple TV, Liberty City. After using all of her remaining energy to fight off the assassin, Cadma needs to regain her chi.
Well, I left my final mission to Nat. I think he's ready.
Or does he strike out?
Kill him. But only time will tell. So come on. Don't stop watching us now. It's Bitten Apple TV, Liberty City.
Hello, Apple Bites. Nathan here. Also, as you guys know, as the famous intern who keeps photobombing Cadma's photos. Sorry. So I am here with who I recognize as Edward Elric from The Full Metal Alchemist.
A lot older than he remembers. Edward Elric. Edward, but kind of like Edward's grandfather. More like that.
Oh dear.
Apple Bites. What a cool idea. I love your little logo here.
I wish I had a hand in design.
I was wondering if you were going to even try my last name. You know, I think he was purposefully like, I know this guy is the voice of Edward Elric, because secretly he's like, I have no idea how to pronounce his last name.
Because today alone, I've heard like 4 different pronunciations. I'm like, I hear him say he's Vic Mignogna.
There it is.
That's what I hear. But then when we're in like waiting for the lines or hearing people talk about you, I hear like Vic Mignogna.
No, you know, if it's Italian, the last name is Italian, and the GN combination makes a nya sound. So like lasagna, bologna, filet mignon, so my name would actually be Mignogna. But when my grandparents came over from Italy, they kind of turned into a Mignana. So yeah, Mignana. But I encourage people not even to try it. Like, don't even try it. Just Vic. Vic is fine.
All right. Well, now you guys know. I think we kind of upset a large part of the community.
Oh no. No, not at all. I'm sure we're fine.
Hopefully. So we're here in a nice quiet area for Liberty City Anime Con. How did you enjoy the con?
This is the quietest it's been all weekend. This is, it has been amazing. You know, I was here at New York Comic Con last year, which, as you know, is monstrous, and it's a signing show, and just thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, and I really enjoyed it. I have not been at an anime convention in this area for quite a long time. I think the last time I was here for an anime event was Anime Next in Jersey, and that would have been at least 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. So when they invited me to come, I was very excited, and there was such an amazing turnout, so many great people. I met some old friends that I met like 8 or 9 years ago, and met a lot of wonderful fans. We had packed out panels and very long autograph sessions, and I loved every minute of it. I'm going to go back to my room and collapse, but in a very good way, because you spend a lot of energy over the weekend interacting with people. But it was a wonderful weekend.
Just a little editor note to whoever's editing this, most likely future me. You guys are probably going to be seeing right now him singing the theme song to Dragon Ball Z Kai, which was beautiful.
I don't even know what I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? I was like, man, I'd love to sing a song. And then somebody said, well, there's not much time left. We started late, and we have to be out of here by 5. And I thought, well, what could I sing? Well, I don't want to sing like some slow, boring ballad that brings some love song that brings everybody down. And so I thought, well, it needs to be short, and it needs to be up-tempo. And I thought, well, there's only one thing that comes to mind, and that would be the Dragon Ball Z Kai theme that I sang for the show. And so I did it and got a bunch of the fans in the audience to join in, and it was a fun way, I think, to end the convention.
I'll tell you, you had me up out of my seat trying to sing along.
Good, I hope so. Good.
So you sang that theme song. Were there any other voices or songs that you've done before, in case other people only know you for Edward?
For those of you that don't know, even though I've been voice acting for about 20 years, I've been writing and singing and producing music almost twice that long. And I've got 6 of my own original music CDs on iTunes, and I make them available at conventions. And I've sung the theme songs for One Piece, Full Metal Alchemist, Dragon Ball Z, Ouran High School, D&, Angel, so a Show by Rock. So I've done a lot of music themes for anime series as well as voice acting in them, which I love a lot. I really love being able to merge my love of music for my love of voice acting in anime.
So with that, any characters that come to mind that when you think of who you are, that, like, let's say, are there any characters you feel personify you?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I'm a lot like Tamaki Suo from Ouran High School, but I'm probably not. I just would like to think that. And there's a character that I played many, many years ago in a show called Princess Nine. It was a show about a girls' baseball team, high school girls' baseball team. And I played the captain of the boys' baseball team, who was the love interest of the main girl. And I loved that character. His name was Hiroki Takasugi. And I always felt like he was the most like me of any of the characters that I've played. But then any actor will tell you that in order to really do a good job with it, any character, you try to find something about the character that you can connect with. No matter what the character is like, you try to find some common ground with them, because then you can bring a bit more of a personal, connection to the character. And I think the audience can tell the difference. I think that the audience can tell when the actor is really invested in what they're doing and when they really care about what they're doing. And they can also tell when the actor is just kind of dialing it in. He's just kind of, reading a magazine while he's voice acting and not really putting his full attention and energy and bringing his A game to the show. So I try to do my best with whatever role I play.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that. Like, sometimes I'm watching, even when I'm watching a Japanese version of a show, and it's like, the guy's not really putting too much effort here. I don't like the way how they sound.
It's funny you should say that, because people don't realize that Japanese anime is dubbed as well. I mean, it's all dubbed. Dubbed in Japanese, or dubbed in English, or dubbed in Spanish. And, there are bad Japanese dubs, just like there are bad English dubs. I mean, people are always talking about, oh, the English dub was so bad. Well, if you knew Japanese, if you knew how to speak and understand Japanese, you would find there are some Japanese original dubs out there that the actors weren't that great either. So there's good and bad in just about everything. There are good movies and bad movies. There are good TV shows and bad TV shows. There are great songs and not so great songs. There are great dubs and bad dubs. I mean, there are varying qualities of everything. And English dubs are no different than Japanese dubs.
I can totally get behind that. Especially since, like, I've seen it not just in, like, English and Japanese, I've also seen it in Spanish.
Yeah, and there are some bad Spanish dubs too. But there are good ones too. And so it's you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You try to find the ones that are really good,
Hearing Goku scream in Spanish is just one of the best things ever.
Now I must find that immediately.
So I can totally agree with that. But speaking on that, is there any animes, whether you voice them or not, that stand out to you? Whether they're English dub, Japanese dub, Italian dub maybe?
Well, I have to be honest with you. I mean, I don't really have a ton of time to just sit around and watch anime. I'm usually working. I'm busy recording or working on an anime series or a video game or something like that. And the ones that I'm most familiar with are certainly the ones that I've been in. So I would say, without question, Full Metal is probably one of the best things I've ever done, and I think it's one of the best animes out there. I'm partial, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong. You know what I mean? It would be like, I don't even know, the guy that built the Empire State Building back when they first built it, saying, this is the tallest building in New York. Well, you're arrogant. You built it. Well, that doesn't mean it's not true. You know what I mean? So the fact that I was a part of it doesn't mean that it's not, you know, I mean, I'm partial, but it really was a wonderful series. And then Ouran High School was a great show, one of my favorites. So many. As soon as I start naming them, I get myself in trouble because I love so many of them for so many different reasons. I'm working on Ruby right now, and Digimon, and several shows that I'm really having a great time with, free. So I'm always really, really grateful and honored to be working on whatever I'm working on.
So I believe you guys just heard that he's going to be on Ruby.
Oh, I've been on Ruby. If you guys are Ruby fans, you know I'm Uncle Crow. I play Ruby's Uncle Crow.
All right, so my little sister's now going to kill me for not getting your autograph because she loves Crow.
There you go. Well, what's your sister's name?
Heidi.
Heidi? Kill him.
No! She's already trying to.
Heidi, this is your Uncle Crow. I want you to find a really sharp knife, and I want you to go to town. All right?
Cadma, you're probably going to be editing this because I'm going to be dead.
Nope, there's not going to be any future him editing this video.
Good thing I left a note. So, let's see.
Did I fluster you?
A little bit. I'm more concerned with how my sister's planning to kill me.
Nobody's ever told my sister to kill me. I don't know what to ask next. I'm kind of confused.
No, you're not the first person. And it's not her first time trying.
And I won't be the last, I'll bet.
No, you're not. I already know you're not. So while I inevitably plan my grave, what is one thing that you want your fans to always remember about you?
Well, first and foremost, and I always say this at the end of any interview I do, when somebody says, anything you'd like to say to the fans? Thank you. I will never be able to tell anybody how much their support and encouragement and enthusiasm for my work over the years has meant to me. I am extremely grateful. I'm so humbled and honored that people come out to meet me and, get autographs and pictures, and I never expected any of this would ever come when I started voice acting. Anime was very small when I started, so to see how it has grown and to have been privileged to have kind of been on the ground floor and watch it grow and be a part of it has been truly a great honor and a thrill for me. So thank you. Thank you so much for your encouragement, and thanks for your support and being enthusiastic about the work that I've done. And if I haven't met you yet, I certainly hope you'll come out and see me at a convention. You can go to my fan club website, www.risembool.rangers.com. That's RISEMBOOL, Rangers.com. You can see my convention schedule there. And if you happen to be a Star Trek fan, in addition to an anime fan, I would encourage you to check out my award-winning web series, Star Trek Continues. It picks up where the original Star Trek in the late 60s was canceled and finishes the 5-year mission of the Enterprise. And we've got almost 10 million views now, and we've won dozens of awards, and a lot of people whose names and faces you'll recognize are a part of the series, and it's all free. You can go to StarTrekContinues.com and you can watch any or all, hopefully all, of our 11 episodes right there, and let the people in your family and people you know that like Star Trek, let them know about Star Trek Continues.
I believe you also announced today that you were going to be at Anime NYC, right?
Yeah, as it turns out, there's going to be a big Blu-ray re-release of Full Metal Brotherhood. and I think they're going to be that's going to be pushed really big for Anime NYC, so they're bringing me in for that, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to coming back.
Well, we're going to be there. Hopefully we'll get to meet up with you again. Whether we get a nice quiet room, I don't know.
Well, if your sister hasn't killed you by then, maybe we'll do another interview.
Yeah, you're
Heidi,
right.
don't disappoint us. It's not hard. It's really not that hard. And I'll be at a convention on Saturday in Clarksville, Tennessee, and on Sunday in Columbia, South Carolina. Literally doing 2 events next weekend. The following weekend, I'll be at Dragon Con in Atlanta. Then after that, I'll be at the Keystone Comic Con in Philadelphia. Then I'll be in Glasgow, Scotland, and Salt Lake City, and all over the place. I think I have an event every weekend through the end of November. So, plenty of opportunities to come out and say hello. I hope they will. Heidi?
Yeah.
Bring the blood-stained knife with you. I want to see it.
Yeah, you're busy. But if you ever had time, or if you ever could make the time, would there be any characters or any shows you would want to do? Whether it's games, TVs?
Well, I mean, I love the work, so there isn't any one character that I think, oh, I'd love to do that character. But as I find out about new shows coming out, I'd certainly love to be a part of My Hero Academia. I've heard a lot of really good things about that show, and I know a lot of friends that are a part of it and would love to be a part of that sometime. I just directed a series at Funimation called Junie Tyson, which was a great series, and I directed it, and I'm hoping to do some more directing. A lot going on. I'm recording an audiobook called These Are the Voyages, which chronicles the behind-the-scenes making of the original series of Star Trek. So I got a lot going on. I'm tired just talking about it. I think I'll go back to my room now.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Vic.
Thank you. I'll look forward to seeing you at Anime NYC, and definitely make sure and come and say hello.
We will try our best.
I must say, the young intern has handled himself very well. Especially that Vic interview. He is a valuable addition to the Bitten Apple team. I must keep an eye on him. Well, time now to go acquire me that shirt and visit Cadma. That tune is catchy, though. Can't stop, won't stop, we're not done now. Bitten Apple, Liberty City, now. Do 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 do. Ha 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 ha.